Well, now the team news, and Robson's return means that Mike Phelan drops down to substitute, the only change from the side that won at Spurs on New Year's Day. Danny Wallace is still out injured. As for Queen's Park Rangers, they have no fewer than 6 central defenders missing for one reason or another, so they reshuffle their back line, and Justin Channing at number 5 starts a match for the first time in 4 months. There's also a recall in midfield for Clive Wilson, and Andy Sinton has recovered from the injury that he received on New Year's Day. Well, the weather has held in this part of the northwest today, and Queen's Park Rangers in the hoop shirts, playing from right to left on another big cup night at Old Trafford. That was Webb, away from Wilkins. Here's Kenny Sansom, bags of experience. Pallister with Falco, and a free kick given to Rangers. Falco goes up front to join Roy Wegerle, who with 15 goals this season is a man that United have got to watch. Sansom takes the kick. Maddox went up for that one. Here's Webb. Now Hughes. And Brian Robson immediately spreads the play out to the left-hand side. McClare. And the United have started it, actually, it would seem, with McClare drifting to the left. Anyway, he's found Blackmore. And here's Hughes. It's a good... Ince. I think it's fair to say, Trevor, that Paul Ince is due a goal. I don't think he's scored this season.
Well, it's interesting with Brian Robson, Neil Webb, Michael Phelan, all there, that Paul Ince, who we see just on the edge of the area, didn't hit it first time, came back a bit firmly, just pulled that shot, but he does like to get forward.
Bruce. Robson. Hughes. Oh, caught by Bardsley. David Bardsley, a Manchester boy, and he has cup final experience, but it was with Watford. This is Bruce. And Ince and Webber, good run off, number 5. Sharp. And out for the corner by Wilson. First corner. Neil Webb linking up well. Now they've got McClare virtually on the goal line here. Pallister, Bruce and Robson all to come from deep. And Stayskal able to take it cleanly.
Important early catch for Stayskal. Not had the best of times since arriving, but in recent games starting to grow in confidence, and an early catch here at Old Trafford I'm sure will do him the world of good.
This is Robson. Two clubs met in the FA Cup 2 years ago at this stage, and it developed into a 3-match saga. A draw here, a draw at Loftus Road, and then finally United won here. Here's Ince, McClare, Bardsley, and this is Bruce. Now Robson, it was tucked to him by McClare. Sharp giving them width on the left. Oh, well played by Sharp. Brilliant run. Lee Sharp forces the corner in the end. But that's where he's given them real good balance on the left-hand side. Lee Sharp still only 19. Webb to take the corner again. Deeper this time. There's Pallister. Oh, and it was Bruce's shot that caught a defender. Could have gone anywhere. Rangers escape. Steve Bruce again, very much in the thick of the action, the United number 4. And he gets a free kick this time.
Q.P.R. have got to be very careful of giving corner kicks and free kicks, because they haven't really got a lot of sort of ability in the air in the centre of defence, and Pallister and Bruce are deadly in those situations.
Dennis Irwin is placing the ball this time. Pallister had his arm up, wanting it played in diagonally. And there is Pallister, in fact, being marked by Danny Maddox. Webb. Well, played by David Bardsley, then Wilkins, then Wegerle. Bardsley continued his run, and Ince had to go back with him. Barker. Wegerle. And now Webb. McClare. Shot with a terrific run from the left-hand side. McClare's coming right towards Hughes. But with 10 minutes gone, it came to nothing.
Interesting, that little opening for United came from the fact David Bardsley made a really surging run forward. And of course, usually when the sweeper system and he plays right back, he's allowed to make those runs. And I think he might have just forgotten for a moment, because this evening in a flat back 4, he's one of just 2 centre-backs. And I think Don Howe will be very conscious that perhaps he restricts himself on those sort of runs.
Well, Justin Channing, who hasn't started a match since September the 1st and had a lot of injury trouble, like a lot more of the Q.P.R. defenders, seems to be struggling again. Ray Wilkins has brought him across towards the line, and it looks to me as though his comeback has only lasted barely 15 minutes. He's hobbling off, and Alan McCarthy, who's 19 this coming Friday, gets a big opportunity wearing the number 12 shirt. Robson placing the ball. Bruce makes his way forward, and so does Pallister now. That skimmed off a Rangers player at the end. It's a corner. Pallister, not quite for Bruce, is sharp. Good block by Barker. Robson wants it. Bruce stays forward. Hughes. Webb. Irwin. Chance to get the ball in here. Oh, and it cleared all the heads. Here's Blackmore. Robson.
I still find it strange sometimes United play these central midfield players, the trio of Webb, Ince and Robson, because it does give them a lack width on the right-hand side. They've got it on the left, but not on the right.
Well, the play now down the left. And here's Robson. Blackmore. Oh, here! The defenders were left standing still. Manchester United take the lead on 20 minutes, and Stayskal shakes his head in bewilderment. Clayton Blackmore whips the ball in from the left-hand side. It cleared Webb, and look at Mark Hughes, he's in deadly form. And he puts United ahead in this cup tie with an instinctive piece of finishing.
Well, it was Mark Hughes who, as you say, has been in brilliant form, being marked by Danny Maddox, and I think Danny Maddox waited because he felt Stayskal should have come for the cross, and he did partly and then stopped, and I think that will be the inquest afterwards on that particular goal.
Well, there's no holding Hughes just now. He's playing some of the best football of his career, and he's put the ball out to Blackmore for United. And they've got Sharp down that side as well. Well, that's going to make it an even more mountainous task for Queen's Park Rangers. Winners of only one of their last 12 league games. A goal down now to Mark Hughes and Manchester United. Hughes again, McClare. Oh, and it's gone off the defender, and Stayskal scrambling. And Danny Maddox having a torrid time back there at present. He really was stretching there to stop Hughes, and he almost turned the ball past his own goalkeeper. It's Hughes looking for McClare. Hughes again, Sharp's in the middle, so is Robson. Pills for handball, not given. McClare, this is Hughes.
Well, that was a poor cross, a good ball, good position. Brian Robson and Lee Sharp. Here you go, see, ball watching there, Q.P.R. Mark Hughes has really got plenty of time to pick somebody out. To put it to Stayskal there, where he's got two square of him, was really a terrible cross, and something I'm sure his teammates weren't happy about.
Here's Sinton. And again. Sansom. Sorted out by Wilkins. Wegerle. And this is Barker, and now Bardsley. Wilkins. Falco up with Pallister. Here comes Wilson. And again, he's got past two of them as Wilson. Tried to find Wegerle. And he's still there. And it off Blackmore. And against the bar. Unbelievable. Back in again. And Ince tries to get it away. And Manchester United, talk about living dangerously. They were all over the place. Why they allowed Wilson so long, only they will know. But I'd take nothing away from him. It was a skillful piece of play by Rangers. Here's Falco. And he's got Wegerle calling for it square now. And Pallister gets a foot in. And this is a typical piece of untidy play by Manchester United, where suddenly their game seems to go to pieces for no apparent reason. Falco being joined up there now by Bardsley. Maddox has gone as well. First Rangers corner. It's going to come out to Ray Wilkins to return it to Andy Sinton. Still got plenty of players in there, Q.P.R. And Maddox was still in there, and that's the equaliser. And Danny Maddox stayed forward, and Q.P.R. are level to the delight of their travelling fans. And Manchester United had a dreadful 5 minutes, or probably 2 minutes, and they paid the penalty. Andy Sinton curls the ball in, and Danny Maddox lofts it over Les Sealey, and it's 1-1.
It's a soft goal, as you see it come across. Les Sealey half comes out, and it's a sort of floating header. Really, probably thought Gary Pallister would initially get to it, but having come that way, he found himself stranded, and the ball floated into the empty net. And Danny Maddox, I should think, delighted as anyone. And as you say, really 2 or 3 minutes of really untidy play. They were very lucky to get away with the deflected cross from Clive Wilson, which hit the crossbar. And here they are. They find themselves one apiece.
So 1-1, but I think when they look back on that goal, Manchester United will reflect on what happened out here with Clive Wilson, because he had so much space in the penalty area, and Clayton Blackmore nearly turned the ball into his own goal. It came back off the bar. Their small but dedicated band of followers are standing, and they're in possession with Clive Wilson. Bardsley. Bruce, Robson. Well, Neil Webb is getting bustled out of it, there's no question about that. This is Sinton. Wilson. Wilkins. Oh, and Wilson's gone again. They've got 3 in the middle. Oh, Falco was unmarked in the 6-yard box if that had come through. Clive Wilson again, the provider. Maddox, 1 against 1 with Hughes. Sansom. Robson to Webb. Now it's Sharp. They need somebody to the left, but Sharp's gone the other way anyway and found Robson. What a good drive. And Mark Hughes has produced what goal-worthy efforts have come from Manchester United tonight. That would have been a spectacular goal if it had curled in the far corner. Sharp actually set the play up here, and Hughes was lurking as Robson got a touch, but it was going away from the far post. Irwin. Wilkins. Wegerle. Sinton running on. This is Wilson. It's Wegerle again now. Wilkins. Kenny Sansom well forward. Here he is. They've got Barker in the middle as well. Wegerle. In fact, Rangers getting more and more ambitious here. They've got 7 or 8 players forward. It's Wilkins to Barker. And United are just throwing themselves into tackles willy-nilly. Bardsley's cross. Falco goes in for the header. It's come out to Clive Wilson to strike it. And that was a block by Brian Robson, and how needed it was. He's got to pull them together now for sure. Webb and McClare would have been in a good position, but Webb isn't seeing it quickly enough, or rather, perhaps can't get the ball through quickly enough, Trevor.
I have a certain sympathy for Neil Webb, because really, quite often he's finding himself wide on right midfield. That is not his accepted role, and that is really what United lacks, somebody who's happy on the right-hand side.
Pallister. Oh, that might have run on for McClare. It's Hughes now, and it's Webb, and Hughes again. Ince. Still Paul Ince. .20 minutes to go in this FA Cup third round tie. Manchester United 1, Queen's Park Rangers 1. Well, that wasn't a good kick by Jan Stoskal, and Alan McCarthy was given little option by the goalkeeper. It's put Manchester United into an attacking position, and it's about time they made something of one. Webb, Irwin. Irwin's cross. Oh, well played by Maddox. Good header out from Hughes. Pallister. Wilson. Wegerle. Foul by Bruce. Again, clumsy defending really by Steve Bruce. This is Simon Barker. Bardsley. Blackmore. McClare. Ince. Well, they want somebody running forward with him here. Shoving surely by Sharp on Bardsley. Free kick to Rangers. Another United attack breaks down in fitful fashion.
Lee Sharp walking back a bit ruefully, but he did give David Bardsley a bit of a nudge, and Bardsley's done very well. Started off the game centre-back for a few minutes. There's Bobby Gould looking quite relaxed. But Bardsley started off centre-back and then switched to the right-back position and has marked Lee Sharp very well, and Sharp's being quite a danger man for United in the last few weeks.
That was an important challenge by Pallister, but it could still be dangerous. Wilkins, a lovely ball to Clive Wilson. And it's Neil Webb who battles away there and finds McClare. But he wanted a bit too long also. And there's going to be, I would imagine, a call for Mark Robins very soon. He's been standing on the line. And it would be a surprise now if he doesn't come on. This is Pallister. Because the attacks in this second half, in all honesty, have been going nowhere for United. They haven't threatened Jan Stejskal. Having said that, he's been quite well protected, especially by Maddox. Ince. Pallister. Webb. Irwin. McClare. Challenged by McCarthy. Free kick. That's Irwin to hit it, and Stejskal ran across the goal and sort of palmed it round the post. So a corner to United. The Stretford end demanding something from this. Looks like the outswinger. Pallister and Bruce are both there, and Maddox was also. Delivery from Irwin. Not really good enough. This is Webb, Irwin. Got to give Q.P.R. some credit. They've gone about their business in a very determined fashion, closing down the United player the moment the ball looked like reaching him, making it uncomfortable for the home team. Here's Ince. They just haven't let them settle on the ball, really. So Webb has to go back to retrieve it. Now Bruce has stayed forward. There he is. Here's Robson. And again. And here's Hughes. And McClare! Oh! Manchester United are back in front. And what a relief that is for the Old Trafford crowd. It came virtually out of nothing, although Brian Robson's presence was important in the build-up. There he is now with the left foot. The ball span up a little bit. Mark Hughes breaking against Bardsley. Now McClare slides in with Falco, and that's 2-1.
Well, Q.P.R. bitterly disappointed, I think, after battling away so well to concede. What for me really came from the power of Brian Robson. He gained possession on the edge of the area, and as it ran away from him, I thought Kenny Sansom had a good opportunity to clear. Just so it seemed to hesitate. Brian Robson went through his tackle and set up Hughes for the cross, which then ended with a superb finish by McClare, which really Stejskal had no chance with.
Clive Wilson's played at left back since Kenny Sansom went off. That's how they've reshuffled. He has played there before. And Wilkins looks for Wegley. Pallister having to stretch. And Irwin clears. Only as far as Wilson for Rangers. This is Wilkins. So it is again, but this is Ince. And now Hughes against Maddox. Oh, he's turned him, has he? Well, nearly. Nearly, but not quite. It's been a terrific battle, that. McClare now. And Robson with Irwin going up on the right. Hughes and Sharp are the players in the penalty area. Hughes near post. I think really, Trevor, the battle between Hughes and Maddox, one of the highlights of the match.
Well, in a strange sort of way, I mean, they've both had very good games, haven't they? Hughes definitely had the best of the first 20 minutes, and he scored, and he was so strong when he gets the ball played up to him, he chests it down, and he just can hold off any challenge. Then Maddox had a very good middle period of the game, scoring the equaliser and then controlling him quite well, but really he's been the reason why they've been able to get ahead again. It's just his strength and his power.
Sharp, Robson, Ince. Oh, well, that was a good piece of skill initially by Ince, and then Bardsley blocked him, and it's all been sorted out. Well, Rangers had a good cup run last season. They got to the 6th round, you may remember. They drew with Liverpool and lost at Anfield in the replay. But their FA Cup journey may end somewhat earlier on the road to Wembley this time round. They're just a few minutes away from going out here at Old Trafford to the holders. Sharp to Blackmore. Goal kick. Just a couple of minutes, in fact, of normal time left here. And it would be fair to say, I think, that Manchester United have made quite hard work of it. But Rangers perhaps haven't had quite so much of the play in the second half. Robson's header, and a good one too. McClare. Now, can they finish this on a high note, United? Well, not like that. Here's Webb. That's better. Robson. Oh, really has been rather like the curate's egg, this Manchester United performance. Sharp's had his moments on the left, but Bardsley, having gone back to full-back early in the game, has marched in very, very well. That was Ferdinand. And into the last minute here at Old Trafford, with Manchester United leading by 2-1, and Alex Ferguson knows it hasn't been one of their more convincing performances. This is Wegley. No, it's Pallister. McClare. Well played again, Bardsley. McClare. In for Hughes. There's Maddox with him yet again. McClare looking for Neil Webb on the far side of the area. Stayscale coming to meet him. And it's desperately late now for Q.P.R. They'll need to do what Liverpool did on Saturday if they're going to stay in the cup. Here's Ince to McClare. Referee Gerald Ashby from Worcester checks his watch. Stoppage time. Ferdinand. Well, it wasn't a bad flick, was it? Falco. Foul by Robson. A last chance maybe for Q.P.R. Offside. It was a terrific finish by Les Ferdinand. But United had already seen that the linesman's flag was up. This is certainly how to hit the ball on the volley. He'll score one that counts one day like that. Ince. Pallister. Hughes on the chest. Webb. Hughes. Now he's got Sharp and Leclerc with him. It's still Hughes. He's made room for the chip. Oh, what a pity that he couldn't have finished the match by flanking that in the corner, because he has been, without question, Manchester United's best player tonight. And the final whistle follows that inspired run by Mark Hughes. But his goal and the one he made for Brian Leclerc mean that Manchester United go through to the fourth round. The holders surviving a rocky passage at one time tonight when Maddox equalised, but before a crowd of 35,065 at Old Trafford, the final score is Manchester United 2, Queen's Park Rangers 1.